What's up, y'all? It's me, Taanker. Welcome back to Ulala Idle Adventure. And like I said, last video, I talked about the season 6 SS6 on the event of what do you call the Element Revelation. Okay, Element Revelation, where I'm gonna discuss regarding the normal mode. All right, so I left a couple of stuff there. All right, so basically what you have to focus on, right? We focus on this now, the normal mode. All right, so there's more than just 4 bonds. Okay guys, there's more than just 4 bonds. There's actually a 5th bonding dispatch regarding the effect. Now of course you have to look at through the stats of each of the characters again. All right, so before I go through all this, just want to let you guys know this is just only the basic of understanding what kind of cards you should be placing down. A fireball lightning, or whatever this two code, the proto dragon, and what do you call this, sign, or the freezing guy. Okay, the ice dragon or something. All right, so there's a 5th bond for this again. The fire does extra damage to each of the current to the target's current HP is no higher than 20%. Kill the units right away. Now of course, if you dispatch more of them, you will get more higher percentage, of course. Now each of the percentage depending on the level that you cleared. So I'm not this after I clear 32 stage, and now I get to unlock more and more. So with that in mind, do keep in mind that if you have 5 slots available, do take advantage of the 5 bonuses. If you find yourself stuck, do try other type of a method where you can proceed the ranks through easily. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that, for example, if there's way too many of the mob, if I'm using if my ball lightning couldn't kill through quick, I can always go for the proto, which does a AoE damage to all enemies, or either the blaze, which does to all enemies as well, or the ice dragon. Okay, so with this, because it has a summon, I'm gonna use all the proto dragon, and let's see how does it go. Actually no, let me just use the dragon to show you guys how bad it goes first, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this fight, because the ball line is quite high level. Okay, but you can see from the slowness of the attack actually. Well, my dragon, my card is way too strong. I couldn't show, but in a normal run it will be quite slower than this. Okay, it'll be quite weaker, but again, because I have 5 bond, it increases the lightning damage per HP per second. So that's actually quite a lot. Okay, that's actually quite a lot. Now again, all this you have to check. So amnesty, when the character HP falls below 20%, it restores a shield to them. Now it won't really be effective, but you have to be alert on what kind of things that he has. So the damage reduced is just reduce the damage by 45%. With 45% reduced, of course you're not going to go with the ice, because it's just going to slow them down. This was only like what, 365 damage, and my ball lightning is what, 330, and the this one proto zero is 310, and this one is 250. So let's give an example, and let's use blaze for now, because it has the lowest attack. Now let's see how it goes. All right, of course it hits really slow. Okay, it hits really slow, but it does the work slowly, as you can see here. But it's really slow. It's so less damage, and I failed even though it's level 9. So if I change back to higher damage, the ball lightning, let's see how it goes now, and it just zaps away, killing everything inside, because the blaze is much more effective if it's like in a group or something like that. Okay, it's much more better in a group, not to the singular targets with shields and summons and all this. It's just going to not work. Okay, now because there's more summons, I'm gonna try the proto dragon again. Do use different kind of methods along the way, because every single one of them has a different kind of stats to it. Okay, and if you can use different bonds at your advantage. Okay, so as you can see here, Proto is not that effective. What if I just add in two of the ice to slow them down? Well, it kind of works. It kind of works, but it's not super effective. It's not super effective. But let's see how it goes now. But of course, it does slow them down. As you can see here, it's supposed to be at this stage already, but it kills them. It kills them. It kills them slowly, and eventually we still lost. So what are we missing? We are actually missing more firepower. So with more firepower, let's go with more ball lightning again, and let's see how it goes now. And just zap 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 zap, everything just gone, zap 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 zap, everything gone. Oops, struggling with the bigger mobs, and still struggling, and it looks like I'm stuck. Well, this is worse than the previous one, but do not try the previous one. Now we have to try with a slow one. All right, because previously we did combine them together with the slow, and they actually succeed a bit. But now let's see what's the outcome for this. Does it actually work? And does seems like it's not working as intended. Yep, Proto Dragon is still the best with the setup. And then let's change it to Proto Dragon. And because we failed a lot, now we have to use the power up. There's a power up to increase the onslaught. Of course, it's quite a lot, but I have like what, 300 of them, so don't worry about it. Now increase 300 of them. Of course, you can either buy more, but I don't really recommend them. Now increase this, and you can easily pass through the levels. So it's pretty much you have to combine them, try to build up, and don't be afraid to use the bonus, because it does regain as you go through the stages. Okay, although if you fail, you can get like what, 70% them back. So it doesn't really affect much. So as you can see, I passed through the levels. Now there's more summon, and oh, looks like a speed up. And you know what that means? I need more slows. I need actual damage, but it's not going to be effective, I'm pretty sure. But let's try it out. Let's try this out. Okay, because it's quite fast. Oh, it's not super effective enough. Yep, I still have to use Proto Dragon. Proto Dragon with the bonus attack. Yep, this is not effective enough. Not super effective. Although it's almost sucks. Almost though. Almost to the whoa. Almost to the ending as well. So I wanted to say. Yeah, almost to the ending. Alright, let's try one more time. Sorry about that. Let's try to see here. Oops, the bunny almost reached through the gate, and it's quite lagging right now. Almost, almost hit to the gate. Ooh, that was close. That was a really close one. Oh, so close, but we success. That was a success. So again, try it differently. Of course, the one I recommend is always either the Proto, but again, it depends on what kind of setup you really want to go. But I don't really recommend Blaze as of now, or some other players can try differently, because again, like the previous one, if the the well thingy has more HP, again this will blast them through easily, because it targets the current HP is no higher than 20%. It instantly kill them. All right, but of course it depends. All right, it depends on what kind of enemy it is, and this have to check through. But I do always suggest either Proto or basically Lightning Proto or the Frost, because it does help a lot. Like especially the Frost, you need the Frost to slow down the enemy, especially if there's a bunny to it. So that's pretty much it, and I hope it helps, of course. And of course, there's this thing as well. Is I should have talked about this early in the video. Yep, that was my bad. All right, so basically, don't forget about the element restraining as well. If you see this, don't use the frost. Okay, and don't use the fire. You have to use the earth. That's what I'm using right now. Of course, you need different kind of effect to slow them down as well. So yeah, right now, because as you can see, they are frozen, so you have to use Proto to counter them. All right, I should have talked about this early in the video. I apologize. Alright, so I hope you guys understand now, and yeah, do comment to give them a hindsight to follow the element. Yeah, in case if they miss out my last few moments of this video. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much about it, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Alright, stay safe, y'all. Peace, and see you, everybody.